Hi folks, and welcome to the Money Mental UK YouTube channel. For those of you new to the channel, my name's Andrew. I'm a part-time eBay reseller and I'm a mental health advocate. Today's video is my favourite sales from August 2019. August is the best sales month I've ever had on eBay. Well, until now anyway. So there's a lot of sales for me to pick through and pick from, but I've picked out a few, a little bit of a story behind them hopefully that I can share with you. As always, I'll tell you what I paid for items, I'll tell you what I sold for, I'll give you a rough indication of the profit I made on each item. If I made profit on them, of course. I know I did. Just a note before we get in as well, for those of you in the UK looking for new reselling supplies, I have actually put some links up on the Money Mental UK website, which is displayed here, the moneymental.co.uk website. Includes all the items I use in my business, so all sort of tried and tested products. So if you're looking for new bubble wrap, a light box, ignore the Ann Summers advert in the right, that's quite embarrassing, tape gun, envelopes, whatever it is, I've tried to list it all here. So take a look. If there's anything more you'd like to see on there, let me know. But for now, let's get straight into it. Let's not get distracted by the Ann Summers advert there. Yeah, that's the wrong page. I'm a professional YouTuber. So, first item here is a PlayStation Dancing Stage Euromix game. I picked this up in cash converters for £1.99. Sold it for £6.99 free shipping within a week of listing. So a really quick flip. Didn't make huge profit on it, only a couple of pounds profit. But I wanted to include this just to show you that you can think outside of the box when you're sourcing. Cash converters is effectively a reseller. They do the same stuff as us. They buy stuff from the public and then they sell it on for a profit. And you can still buy stuff from them and sell it on for a profit, as I've demonstrated here. This really good pickup, Simpsons Hit and Run on the Xbox. Good game to look out for. Cost £1 in a charity shop. Sold for £13.99 free shipping. Made nearly about £10 profit just on that game alone. So definitely one to keep your eyes out for if you get it cheap enough. Here, little piece of retail arbitrage. Picked up 4 of these Aquaman figures from Home Bargains. They cost £5.99 each. All 4 of them sold for £14.99. Free shipping. No best offer on those, as you can see, because I knew I could get £14.99 for them. Margins are tight on retail arbitrage, but I made about £6 or so profit after shipping and eBay fees. So across 4 items, I've more than doubled my money, which is really good for a piece of retail arbitrage. Next, the charity shop pickup. Terrible photography by me. I clearly didn't clean the camera before taking this. But yeah, this is an Ertl, which is taken over from Britain's, I believe, tractor. Cost me 50p in a charity shop. Listed it high at £29.99. I didn't think it was ever going to achieve that. I had an offer come through for £15, which I accepted without question, because 50p into £15. After shipping and fees, I've made about £8-9 profit, so really happy with that. Yes, I could have pushed higher for it, but it had been listed for a couple of months without really any interest, so I was happy to sell it for that price. Here, another piece of retail arbitrage. Love these Helix stationery sets. Picked these up from Home Bargains. Actually just bought one for myself for £2.99. And they had 2 others, so I thought, well, if I like these, other people will as well. So I grabbed 2 more, which are the only ones they had in stock. Listed them for £12.99 each. And yeah, this was the last one I had. It sold for £12.99 full price for a £3 investment. Again, £4, maybe £5 profit. So for retail arbitrage, more than double my money. Really good piece of retail arbitrage again. And it's paid for the stationery set I've got. Here, this again bought from another reselling store. Paid 75p each. Ignore the figures here. I've sold all of these. I had about a dozen. They're just empty steel books, there's no game inside them. They go for £12.99 each, so from 75 pence to £12.99. Again, sort of roughly around they go large letter, roughly around a £10 profit after fees, etc. So really, really good item that made me, you know, what did I get, about 10 of them? I made about 100 quid on these, and I spent about £7.50 to make that £100 profit. So, you know, really, really pleasing. And again, that was picked up from another company that's not far from me, that buys stuff off wholesalers and ex-catalogue places to resell. It's effectively an ex-catalogue discount store, and yeah, they couldn't shift this stuff, so they sold it to me as a job lot, and I made really good money out of it. Next, this is actually another job lot sale. You see I've got 4 of these listed. I paid about £1 each for these, so £4 all in. I sold all 4 to one buyer. They paid £20. Shipped it out to them. It was large letter. I think it cost either £1.32 or £1.72 to ship, because they were really light, £1.72. So £4 investment, £2 just under shipping if you include the cost of the envelope. Fees on eBay side about £2, say £1 for PayPal, which wouldn't have even been that high. So 3, 5, £9. Sold all 4 of them as a job lot for £20. So made just over £10 profit again. Really pleased with that sale, especially as these were really struggling to sell at one point. Next, another charity shop pickup. Actually sold this twice, but the first time the order got cancelled. This Pirates of the Caribbean game, chess set, fully complete with all the pieces in it. Paid £2 for it in the charity shop. Sold it on an offer for £20. So adding in your cost of shipping, etc., your eBay fees, made just over £10 profit on it. So really pleased with that. Did take a while to sell. I think it was listed for about 6 months before it sold, but you know, I made a decent profit on it in the end. So I'm happy enough with that. This really strange thing. Picked this up, paid £1 for it at the charity shop, brand new and sealed. I just used a stock photo. I perhaps should have taken some pictures of the extra additional item, because I had this listed for nearly a year without it selling. I went through, I've started ending my listings now after they've been listed on goods or cancelled for 3 months or more. So I ended this listing because it's been listed for ages, absolutely months and months and months without selling. So I ended the listing, did a Selfsimilar on it, and it sold within a few hours of being relisted. So, you know, showed that I did probably the right thing there, relisting it. So from £1 to £10.99, free shipping, and probably about £7-8 profit on that piece of media that's really easy to store. So happy enough with that. This, another piece of retail arbitrage, sold for £12.74 on a 15% off sale. Actually picked this up in TK Maxx for £1.75. So I went from £1.75 to £12.74. Just used some stock photos of it, and you know, probably about £6 profit on it, which is brilliant for a piece of retail arbitrage. You know, if you look at the figures that people do retail arbitrage as their main business model achieve, they're looking at 40%, maybe 30-40% for stuff they pick up from shops as their return on investment. 20% of doing online arbitrage is usually what they achieve. So for me to achieve something well in excess of 100%, in fact, you know, well in excess of 200%, is really, really positive and encouraging. And speaking of more retail arbitrage, got 2 of these, and oddly enough they sold within a few days of each other. I think because once one had sold, the other one got a boost in the sales rankings. Got these in Sainsburys in the sale for £5 each. Had them in January sale. Had them listed for since January. So they're taking a good 8 months before they got any bites. But yeah, went from £5 to £18.69, which is the price that both paid, because they were both buyers paid, because there was on a 15% off sale for both of them. So from £5 to £18.69, across the both, the total profit made is probably about £12-13, probably about £6-7 profit on each, maybe a bit more after with the fees. So again, really pleasing return for some retail arbitrage there. Disappointed it took so long to sell, but I always knew that they were going to sell in the run up to Christmas, so happy enough with that. Here, a great car boot pickup that actually formed part of my car boot challenge with Car Boot Chris. Paid £4 for this at the car boot, sold it. It was brand new and sealed piece of Lego, retired set, as I put in the description. I do think people search on eBay for retired sets, so that's probably a good keyword to use if you've got a retired Lego set. And yeah, sold it for $29.99 full price. Within, I think it was on its second cycle. I think it been listed for about 6 weeks before it sold. So £4 into $29.99, shipping and fees taken off. You're still looking around roughly a 20 quid profit. So really good profit. I do only touch Lego if it's sealed normally, because I can't be bothered spending my time going through and sorting it. But you know, I do respect anyone that does that, because there is really good profit margins to be made by doing that. But for me, I've got so much stock anyway. I'm just happy to be picky and pick up the sealed stuff. Next, so pick up from British Heart Foundation. Ben 10 complete DVD collection. Cost £5 in British Heart Foundation. Flipped it for $24.99. Really pleasing. £15 plus profit on this item. So yeah, really good sale. This even better sale. Paid £1 for this Lakers Kobe Bryant basketball jersey. Sold it within a day of being listed for its full asking price of $29.99. Could I have pushed for higher? I think not. I think that was the sweet spot. I think, yes, could have listed it for $34.99 maybe, but I probably would have still only got £30 on it. So I think this was pretty much just a case of the right buyer came along at the right time, wanted the Kobe Bryant top, which did have some issues, which I've mentioned in the description here. The double-sided strapping, as I've called it, i.e. Velcro, holding the wire Bryant, was starting to come loose because it's quite an old shirt. So it was by no means in mint condition. So yeah, to get £30 for that, I put it in good overall condition, because it was, apart from that issue I highlighted, but it wasn't, you know, it certainly didn't look new. The pictures were terrible as well, but I'm still learning about clothing. And yeah, £1 into £30 profit, £30, that's up well over a £20 profit there. So really pleased with that, and it does show what you can achieve with clothing, particularly if you source these sort of rarer items. Next, speaking of rare items, this is a Dragon HMSIllustrious set that I failed to crop the picture on, as you can see. So I got the other item that I sold that month next to it. I picked this up at a car boot. Now, I either paid £1 for this or I paid £5. There were two sets that I picked up at the same time. One I paid £1 for, one I paid £5. You can kind of see that set the other time. They both sold for £25. This sold an offer for 25 quid. If we say it would cost £5 and it sold for 25, the profit's about 15 quid on that. So I've more than tripled my money. Well, just over £15 on it. I've more than tripled my money on it. So it's well worth looking out for these. Dragon is a Chinese brand, but I do find with the Chinese scale model stuff that actually it doesn't put people off that it's Chinese. They actually have really good manufacturing standards, and some of their stuff goes for higher prices than a reputable brand like Airfix does. So effectively these are a reputable brand to look out for. Next, this was one of my first ever listings. You can tell by the ridiculously poor quality of it and the fact that it's been listed on my bed. I used to watch a lot of Ben Fitzpatrick's videos, and he used to do really well selling bundles of The Sims. What I didn't realise or take into account was I was watching videos of his that were at the time about 2, maybe 3 years old, and that the market for The Sims had sort of crashed. So I was picking up this copies of The Sims left, right and centre and bundling them, and you know, really struggling to sell them. But this lot cost me a massive 60p. I had it listed for probably over a year, as it's one of my first listings. And then it's another one of those items where I ended it, did a Selfsimilar, and it sold about a week later for £9.34 on a week later, 2 weeks later, just over 2 weeks later it sold, because the 15% off sale, you can only apply that to listings after they've been listed for 15 days or more. So this pretty much sold, and as soon as it hit that 15% off, it sold. So we'll say within 2 to 3 weeks of being relisted, it sold for £9.34 from 60p. Because the number of items, it cost me £2.90 to ship it, because I had to go small parcel. So there was a little bit of profit in it. To be honest, if I retook those photos, I may have got a better price for it, because they really are quite poor. But just really happy to see the back of that go and go for a profit. And do not touch copies of the Sims, because they're just not worth anything now, really. Even unless you get the complete the Sims and every single expansion pack, then there's a bit of money in it, but otherwise just don't bother. This, for some reason, I used the stock photo on, even though it's a second-hand game. So I picked this up in a charity shop for £1.50, and it sold for £14.44. So it appears you can actually sell used board games to some poor unsuspecting buyer using a stock photo. Don't do that, folks. Do take actual pictures of the item and include in it. I don't know why I've got a stock photo on this. I must have just had a mad moment. But yeah, do include actual photos of the proper game itself, so the buyers can see what they're getting on the second-hand details, second-hand items. New items, you can get away with stock photos, no problem. But yeah, on these used ones, don't do it. I got that sale at £14.44, but to be fair, I probably could have pushed for higher, because that game was the only one that was fully complete listed on eBay at the time, and ones that were incomplete were selling for about £16. So there you go. Oh, sorry folks, just clicked on it. I don't know what's going on here. Right, anyway, so next item, Casio Calculator. Always worth looking out for these Casio scientific calculators. Cost £1, sold in August, just within 2 weeks of listing, because oddly enough, people going back to school looking for new items. A little picture of it working with all the numbers showing, just to help it sell. And yeah, went for £10.99. Ships as a large letter, quick seller because of the time of year, so well worth looking out for these and listing them just before new school terms start. Also, the Casio ones usually tend to have an entry in the product catalogue, so you can even get the product ratings up. And this had a 5-star review rating, which I think may have actually helped it sell as well, because it is an older model. The new one is only £12.99 on Amazon, brand new. The replacement £14.99. So yeah, there you go. Probably about £7 profit on that one. By the way, this again, stock photo used, but it was a book, so can kind of get away with that on media like books and DVDs and such like. eBay frown upon it. They prefer to use the actual image of a second-hand item. I was lazy and couldn't be bothered. This book literally cost me pennies. I picked up a big bundle of books, all of which are sold. I was well in profit on the bundle overall. So this one maybe cost me 5p. Sold for £4.24. Went large letter. Overall profit probably about £2 or so. Because we used the stock photo, it's just literally scan the ISBN, put it in. It's actually a few years out of date as well, so I was surprised the book sold, but it did. Yeah, couple of pound profit for literally what was about 2 minutes worth of work. I'm not going to complain at that. Next, again, terrible photography here. I picked these up when I went sourcing with Aid Critchlow, which was probably not long before I listed them, so could have been a July pickup or an August pickup. Maybe it was a July pickup, I'm not sure. But yeah, 2 Days Gone's vans. I think it cost me £2.50 for the pair. The sort of the Heartbeat range. I always tend to pick these up when I sell them, because I can bundle them together and sell them like I have done with this. And yeah, £2.50 into £12.74. I really wanted £14.99 for it, because I felt I have sold them, these two, before for £14.99, but didn't sell. Went on the 15% off sale as a result and sold for £12.74. Still made me a sort of about £6 odd profit, more than doubling my money, so happy enough with that. Next item, really good pickup that was part of the car boot challenge with Car Boot Chris. Paid £3 for this Baby Sense breathing monitor. It was brand new, basically hadn't been taken out of its packaging. I did give it a quick test because even though it hadn't been removed from its packaging, it's quite a high value item. I don't want a return on it, and we've been buying it from the car boot sale. You know, how long has it been lying around for? Has it been sat out in the rain? All those kind of things are in my head. And I noticed that the new, as in not new udder but brand new, were going for £50. So £44.99 for a new udder. For me to have the peace of mind of making sure that it was working, etc. I was happy. The box was already open anyway. I was happy to remove it from its backing and just say it was unused apart from testing. Richard tested it, worked perfectly. So from £3 into £44.99, and the customer was really pleased. Got really good feedback from them as well. So yeah, really good return there. Over £30 worth of profit. Well worth looking out for these baby monitors. You know, even this one was obviously unused, but even second hand they go for good money. You won't get quite as high as I did there, but you probably get about £30 for it. So well worth looking out for. This bit of a thing to look out for. If you even second hand, these sell, but I never pick up second hand jigsaws because I just can't be bothered with people putting them together and then sending them back, saying that they're incomplete or whatever. And I'm never going to check a jigsaw myself for completion. By the way, folks, actually on that point, just because something says it's 1,000 pieces doesn't mean it actually is. It could be 997 pieces, it could be 1,002. It is actually only a rough estimate of the number of pieces that's in there. So anyone who's considering just picking up a jigsaw and counting the number of pieces, that doesn't work. The only way to find out if it's complete, if it's a second hand one, is to put it together yourself. I don't like doing that, so I don't buy second hand jigsaws. This is brand new and sealed. I will pick up brand new and sealed jigsaws. This cost me £3 in the charity shop. I was sourcing with Rachel actually over in Warrington. So yeah, it cost me £3 in the charity shop. Listed it for £19.99. I actually probably could have pushed higher, but I had an offer within a day of listing it for £14.99 free shipping, and I thought, you know what, just for a quick sale, I'll accept. So a nice sort of £7-8 really quick profit. Again, stock photo used. It was a brand new item, and it just went like that. So yeah, well worth picking up the Thomas Kinkade. As I say, they do sell well second hand as well. Obviously not for as much money, but you can get £11-12 for them. But do you want to pick one up and go through it? Unless you like doing jigsaws, I probably wouldn't. Next, included this. It's a little bit of it's not a fail. I made money on it. In fact, actually, it's not a fail. I made money on it. I picked this up, Aldi, retail arbitrage, £1.49 for this Mr. Tickle official mug. Sold on an offer of £6.50 plus postage, so £10 overall. From £1.50, again retail arbitrage. In terms of profit, made about sort of probably about £2.50 profit. So for retail arbitrage, more than doubling your money. That's good. That is a good return. But really, can I be bothered for that kind of margin? Don't know. I'd have to think for that kind of actual physical monetary value. Sorry, don't know. I probably would do. I probably would do it again, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. Next, another boot sale pickup. Cost £1. The boot sale, Red Arrows Nat, unused. I'll pick up these things sealed all day long because they sell so quickly. The sell-through rate on Airfix kits is immense. You know, I haven't had any that have gone to second cycle listing. Apart from one, actually, I had one, but that wasn't sealed. It was not completed. But it was opened, and so it did take slightly longer to sell, but it still sold for a huge markup. But yeah, normally new Airfix kits, especially ones that you can't buy in the shops at the minute, sell within a week or two of listing. They never hit my 15% off sale. So yeah, from £1, £9.99. I'm gonna pick that up all day long because that's a nice easy £5 profit for me. Really quick return. That's why I go for them. Next, this game was actually a loose disc that was inside another game that I picked up. So this cost me nothing, it was free. So I listed it as £2.99. It goes in a little plastic wallet. I've got loads of those that cost me about, from China, that cost me about less than a pence each. So if you think my investment there is a pence, to put it in this plastic wallet that you can see here, photograph it, list it. Again, and the only issue with these is because they're in a disc, I don't know the EN number so I don't think, so there's no details showing there, but the title's good enough. Put disc only in it, it was free, it sold for £2.99 within 3 days of being listed. So for a freebie, thought may as well get it up there. It cost 80. I did it large letter because I wanted delivery tracking on it. You probably can ship these as letter for 61p. I was happy to pay the extra 20p and ship it as large letter. So you say your postage cost is £1. It's not that much, but say it was £1. Knock off your eBay fees. I've still made over £1. So eBay and PayPal fees, I've still made over £1 profit on it. So happy enough. One photo, quick description, job done. This I used a stock photo on again because I literally couldn't be bothered photographing it because I didn't think it was ever going to sell. But I picked up this Games for Girls for CD-ROM for 10p in a charity shop as part of a bundle of 10 discs for £1. It was just literally to fill the bundle. I put it on with the stock photo as a used item. The case was cracked, etc., and I literally, I was just lazy, couldn't be bothered to take a picture of it. Put it on for £3.49, made up a price because there was no sold history on this at all. And it sold in 2 days of being listed. So, you know, there you go. Could I have got more? I don't know, maybe. But from 10p to £3.49, large letter. I think this one cost me 81p to ship again. So, top investment, £1, include the cost of the jiffy bag to ship it. I've made, take off your fees, etc., made about £1.50 profit on it. And again, I put no effort into listing this, so literally this will have taken me about 2-3 minutes to get the listing out. So, you know, if you think about it, you get what you're getting, £1.50 for 2 or 3 minutes worth of work. In 10 minutes, you've got what, £7.50. In an hour, you've got 35-40 quid. That's a decent wage to be getting. So that's the way I look at it. This random sale. Again, this is another one where I ended the listing and did the Selfsimilar on it. I picked these up last Christmas in Aldi. It cost about £3. I had loads of them. I sold them all apart from one for some reason before Christmas, and then this one just hung about and hung about and hung about and hung about. So I did the Selfsimilar, relisted on it, and it sold in 2 days for £13.99. The amount of profit I made across the Kevin the Carrot range last Christmas was phenomenal. Hundreds and hundreds of pounds. This particular item, probably about £7-8 worth of profit alone. Maybe £6 or £7 worth of profit alone. So yeah, really pleasing. Just don't know why that one took so long to sell. The others flew out. Just the last one was stood there. This I was really pleased to sell. You can tell it's one of my older listings because it's on the bed. I had it listed for about a year, cost £1. Again, it's another one. I ended it. I did Selfsimilar. It sold within a week for £13.99 free shipping, and I was so glad to see it go because I literally thought it was never going to sell, and I was sick of staring at it every day. So yeah, £13.99. I made about eight odd pounds profit on it, but for God's sake, don't pick this up, folks. Well, I don't know, maybe a better photo would have sold it better, but yeah, the amount of time I had it for. These aren't bad photos, to be fair. It's just that it's on the bed that I object to. But yeah, £13.99. Good return on investment in the end, but just took so long to sell. These were a really good pickup that have been selling consistently. Ignore the 4 there. I had to relist them because I put the wrong quantity in on the initial listing. I got about 20 of these from Devons they were on 90% off. I think I paid about £1.50 or something for them. and was consistently selling them initially for £12.99. When I put these 4 on, I actually put them on for £1 higher at £13.99, and I sold all 4 for £13.99. I literally actually had forgotten I had these other 4. I stumbled across them by tripping over the bag that they were in, and I sold them all in August for £13.99. Again, no offers on them. So yeah, from £1.50 to £13.99 on retail arbitrage as well. The markup's massive there. Return on investment is massive on there as well. £7-8 profit on each one. One listing, stock photos used from the Devons website. Don't tell them because that's obviously not what I should be doing. But yeah, really pleased with how those sold. Really good profit that I made across all 20 that I picked up. Again, well over £100 profit on just that sort of item. This good little pickup from the car boot, cost £1, photographed it on the sofa because I knew that this would sell quickly because I've sold it before quickly. Knew the price, knew everything to put it for. Quick scan, barcode, £11.99. It's on. It sold 2 days after listing, which I knew would happen because that's what's happened with every time I picked up a copy of this. There's a Series 5 been out since, so the box set of Series 1 to 5 is available. If you see that, pick it up because that will sell even quicker. Well, it'll sell for more money. Might not sell quicker, but it will probably sell as quick. So yeah, just wanted to include that to show an example of some of the stuff you pick up can be really quick sellers. So definitely look out around this line of duty. The less series in the box sets you get, the less price you can get. So you get one that includes everything up to date because obviously still making it. You get more money, but yeah, look out for line of duty basically. This again, another good game to look out for. Vintage Coppet board game. Picked this up for £1 in a charity shop. This one was in actually really good condition. The quality just excellent. There'll be bathroom shelf there, but yeah, some nice little pictures of it. Yeah, paid £1, listed it for £17.99. Now I was in two minds whether to list this because in Q4 this is probably a £22.99. Well, it's £20 plus, but probably £22.99 sale. But I thought I would list it because of £17.99, which was still high because I think it was going for about £15 at the time. I thought I'd list it with £17.99, sort of halfway between the going rate at the minute and halfway between what I think I can get a Q4. On the premise that if it sells, great. I've made a really quick return on my money. If it doesn't, I'd have been ending it around now and doing a Selfsimilar for a higher price and popping it on, and it's just another great Q4 listing for me. But it actually sold again within 2 days of being listed for the whole £17.99 asking price. So from £1, £12-13 worth of profit. I ain't going to say no to that, not at all. And to be fair, for all I know now during Q4 there could be loads of other people sat on them that are listing them at the minute, and it may take a longer to sell. So this good game to look out for. Destroy All Humans 2 on Xbox. Paid £2 for this in a charity shop and sold it for £14.99 within a week of being listed. So yeah, just another one to look out for if you see it. Not all the original Xbox games go for good money, but this one does. You can also bundle it if you get Destroy All Humans 1, which is called just Destroy All Humans because they didn't think they were going to make a second one at the time. Bundle the two together, you can get well over £20 odd for the two. The first one's worth about £5-6 at the minute. But you can get about 25 for the two bundled together because for some reason people pay more for bundles rather than buying things individually. But yeah, definitely one to look out for if you're into media sales and your gaming. This again, another piece of media. Paid £3 for it. Knew that £14.99 was pushing. It normally goes for about £12.99, so I was fully expecting I would probably sell it on a 15% off sale. But yeah, picked it up, listed it, sold it in a week for the full £14.99 price. From £3, I'm happy to do that. I knew that it was a quick seller. Normally, if I'm paying £3 for something, I actually want to try and get push for towards 20 on it. £5, I want to try and push towards 25. That's my sort of sourcing strategy with stuff, and I consistently tend to achieve that. But sometimes with things that I know is going to be a quick seller, I'm okay to pay a bit more and sell it for a little less, sort of thing. So £3 into £14.99, £7 or £8 profit. Literally just took a photo of the front and back, because, as I say, I knew it was going to sell quickly. I didn't think it was going to sell for the full £14.99. I thought it would sell on offer or on one of my 15% off sales, but £14.99. So happy. This really good sale. Sony Bloggie HD camcorder thing. These just didn't sell too well when they came out, because GoPro came along and just smashed the sort of the mobile vlogging video sort of market. But this I actually picked up on an eBay snipe for either £12 or £14. We'll say 14. I didn't initially pick it up to resell, but I had the potential to resell it in mind when I bought it, so I knew how much they go for on Buy It Nows. Yeah, sniped it. I was going to use it to film around car boots, etc., as a bit of a trial sort of thing to see how I got on, whether I liked it. If I liked it, I could then upgrade to a GoPro, was me thinking. I pretty much got it, and then it sat there for about 3 months with me never using it. 6 months actually, with me never using it. And I thought, you know what, I'm never going to do this, because I don't like editing videos. So just sell it, Andrew. So I put it on for £39.99, free shipping. It sold for full asking price at £39.99, free shipping. Or did it sell for? I think it sold for full asking price. It either sold for 35 or 39. So I sort of pretty much doubled my initial investment on this after shipping and fees on it. So yeah, really pleased. It actually went abroad as well, so they paid shipping costs on top of that, I should say. So even if it sold for 35 and it cost me 14, I still doubled my money, because I made a little bit on the shipping that I would have charged the buyer, because I charged them £10 and it would have cost about £8 to ship. eBay would have taken £1 of that, mind. But yeah, anyway, point is, you can do well sniping stuff off eBay and then reselling it, and on Buy It Now and make a profit. I mean, it took slightly longer to sell than it did. I thought it would. I thought with it being Sony and it was reasonably competitively priced, I thought it would have sold in its first cycle. It actually took 6 weeks, just under 6 weeks to sell, but still happy enough with that. And then I thought I'd end on my favourite musician, Freddie, Mr. Bad Guy CD. Again, I was super lazy on this listing. Did I take? Yeah, no, actual stock picture of the front and back. Which, as I said, you can kind of get away with on media. But yeah, paid 10p for this. 10p? Yeah, paid 10p for this CD as part of the bundle that the other one I showed you earlier came in. The CD game, the girls one. So yeah, this was actually the CD I wanted in that bundle. I knew it was worth money, and it sold for £14.99, free shipping. So yeah, over £10 profit on that. There is money in CDs in media. You do have to know what you're looking out for though. Anyway folks, that is all from me. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you all soon. Bye for now.